Alright, it turns out my audio wasn't working, so I apologize for the last video. So, I do have this new GANN 1 Minute Elite that's out. So, the premise is when price is near a GANN level, you're looking for a buy signal, and it's a pretty cool little tool. You can really scalp. You're not looking for like probably big moves, but you can just looking to scalp down level to level. So as we look on NQ today, and I haven't optimized everything, I can get rid of this Pro for now. But when you're at a key level like we are here, this is kind of late in the day. This is noon. And you can see this is a nice little sell. NQ fashion likes to come back and wake people out, but in this case, you could, in theory, re-enter and scalp. I mean, look at this; gives you so many good scalping opportunities. And as you get down to these levels, and this is the end of the day, so this would definitely been a loss. Going along right here, as you can see here. But this is kind of like the end of the day chop. So but the premise is really good. You look at the action on, there's a dead cat bounce right at the open. And again, I'm on regular candles, so I apologize for all this stuff here. So you can use these. What I like to do with the Delta Pro is change the style up a little bit. So on the buys, change the opacity, and then that'd be a sell. Change the opacity. I don't really care for that, even though this divergence is positive and bullish, but I don't really do the, I don't need the buy and sells or the divergence. What I like is, I like these volumes. So look at this, even without a signal, even though I missed it this morning, you can see on this candle, it's bouncing off this, making sure we're on the right one. Yeah, see we're on a 4-hour GAN line. So, you enter here, not my favorite trick is you're going right against to a GAN level, but even still, now we're getting another buy above it. And so then you're going GAN to GAN. And then later in the day, again, you can scalp a little bit there. And then it comes down, kind of retesting. I don't like sells when they're above the GAN lines, but you can see this is a nice buy here, but then you're getting into the kind of the top. Of course, things start to sell off. So I wouldn't sell above the GAN line myself, but as things kind of come down, here's a good sell right here. Things are below the GAN level. You get some deltas, and then you can see this would have been a break-even trade or a loss. But then later on though, you're going to get a nice enter down. I actually think right here. So right here is you get the volume nodes. Again, the tricky part is it's nice to have your stop, but this little candle. So sometimes in those wicks, if you get taken out, and you notice that there's wicks like that, you just kind of re-enter, and you can still get a bulk of the GAN to GAN, and then likely you're done. As you can see on a 1 minute, it can bounce around this level a little bit, but you can still see how you can scalp up some nice candles, and then as it's down below the line, you can scalp down a little bit, so you can still get a few some good scalps out of it. And then, of course, later in the day, this is going to be a false one, but that's just the way it goes. And then you can scalp down to the next level there. So you can kind of see how that works as you use the levels. I'm just curious if we look at the daily, because then you'll get less signals, but likely, hopefully, better ones. So if you switch to the daily, kind of going back. So at the open, we get actually a nice, right off the daily, what a good little signal off there. So you could enter on this candle here, going along, going GAN to GAN, and then going along GANN, and then you're going to scalp a little bit there. You can see this, there will be a loss here, because if you're going to use this, you're going, well, not loss, but you'll probably break even here. It comes down, so you'd be entering. That's a pretty mean wick there, but again, likely a re-enter as price fails to hold above 09. So you're going to get almost a full GANN. Actually, if you're patient, you actually would get a full GANN off that move down. And then as it bounces off this, scalping a little bit. So I think even the daily will give you some good opportunities to use. So even here's a good one on the daily. You can kind of scalp up a few bars and get a nice scalp there. So again, not a great sell because you're selling right into the daily. So I actually kind of do like the daily on the NQ when you're using these signals and the deltas. So trading in between, again, so the idea is to trade near the GANN level is possible. So you can see here, or the market's opening right now, and look what we have. We're in the middle of a GANN level. So, is this, you're getting a sell, and this would be like a D minus because you're in between. But you can use these other GANN levels as a kind of a stop loss if you want to trade in between the GANN levels. So this is a way you can do it. Oh, I'll do that later. So yeah, you can. Yeah, so this is also at the wrong time of day, but you can see a nice sell here. But yeah, the ideal world is to focus on the GANN level itself. So you wouldn't be looking probably either to buy or sell up here or to buy or sell down here. But sometimes when you're scalping and you have enough confirmation, you can use this. So we don't really have any deltas forming, which are these red, to kind of give you confirmation to sell. But just kind of give you an example of how it looks when you're just using the signal itself. And so the idea is, trading from level to level. Or again, sometimes you're not going to get a full GANN to GANN. You're just going to trade 50% of it. So yeah, it all depends on what your goals are for your trading business. But yeah, it's kind of a new fun indicator. We have plenty of good ones for the for the members. I do like the Compass. The Compass offers some great insight. Way too many dashboards, but you can just delete those pretty easily. You just come into here and just turn off tables. But again, like you can see the VWAPs up here. I love taking trades below VWAP. Sometimes there'll be GANN levels. This morning I was trading in a, probably should have gone long, but it was below the VWAP, it was below everything. And anyway, you guys can see the video of my learning. I typically like to be trading short when everything's below the VWAP. But anyway, so this is kind of a cool indicator to kind of help us trade the GANN levels along with the other good ones. We have this other good one that's really good. It's called, where is it at? I have too many. Let me find it real quick here. So it's, where is it? Too many. Oh, here it is. Sorry. So this elite GANN balanced. It doesn't show any signals right now because you got to change. You got to change some things around to get some signals, and you just change the weights of how you want it to work, and you just kind of increase some of these thresholds, and then you can see it gives you a sell signal and a buy signal. They're pretty good too. If you turn off the my GANN Elite, they do a pretty good job too. I'm using them. They're not as reactive. If we kind of compare, they're not too bad. but you can see how the cells are going to be closer to the GANN levels. But obviously you want them all turned on. But anyway, we have a lot of good tools to help trade GANN levels and to be as smart as you can. And when you have a bad day, you go back to the tool shed and sharpen the saw and get better and better. So anyway, I hope hopefully this helps our members of our awesome trading community. So you can see we're getting a nice scalp down here just right at the open. So a nice little $75 trade here, and a nice little $100 as we're talking. So kind of a cool way. Again, we're in the middle of the daily, but you have some other good reasons why you'd want to be short here for this moment in time. So anyway, again, appreciate you guys' time, and I'll be on tomorrow. Take care.